Sean, how awesome would it be to hang out with physicians and other healthcare practitioners and talk about health issues that are important to you?
That's pretty important.
Yeah, it's important to everybody. Well, now you can at a monthly event designed to bring the community together.
I like it. And here with all the events and all the topics that are going to be covered is Dr. Renee Kaufman. She is the Roseman University of Health Sciences president. Madam President, hello.
Hello.
I was about to say that. So Roseman University, tell us about Roseman and how it was started and its history.
Well, Roseman started about 17 years ago when Dr. Harry Rosenberg and myself came to this valley because there was a huge need for pharmacists here. No pharmacy school in the state.
Wow.
And we were both pharmacy educators, trained as pharmacists and also have PhDs. And so we came here to alleviate that need. And we started just as a college of pharmacy. And we are a not-for-profit private college of pharmacy, so we aren't supported by state tax dollars. And, you know, as a not-for-profit, you know, we reinvest all of everything that we have into new programs. And part of that, new programs, as we grew over the last 17 years, came about because we listened to our community. And we started with the pharmacy school, as I said, but as our hospital partners started to engage with us, they talked about how much they needed nurses.
There's a big need, yeah.
And there's still a nursing shortage.
Wow.
So we started a nursing school. We added on a healthcare MBA program to help with the business aspects of healthcare.
Oh, the coding. Oh.
Yeah, all that stuff's crazy,
So
right?
complicated.
Oh, fun.
I know.
And they recently changed how all the coding's done too,
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy.
She's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But this is why you're there to teach.
Exactly, and we have an orthodontics residency program, and that's a great program because not only do we train new orthodontists, but the community can come in and get braces at about half the cost.
No kidding.
Yes. Hello, yes,
Phenomenal.
absolutely. We have a second campus in South Jordan, Utah, so in 17 years we've really grown and expanded, all because we've really listened to our community and what our community needs. We focused on healthcare and healthcare professionals, and you know that's just, there's such a tremendous need, particularly as our population is aging, as this state is growing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a huge need, and we've been able to step in and help to fill that void.
Wow, interesting. We understand you teach differently at Roseman. Yes. Tell us about the 6-point mastery learning model. What is that?
Yeah, so we felt that it was really important for healthcare professionals to be very highly competent. And so we developed this learning model so that all of our graduates are highly skilled and the best that they can possibly be in their chosen health professions. So it starts with competency-based learning. And if you think about it, competency is hugely important for a healthcare professional. You know, if you go to a traditional school where there's a 90, 80, 70 grading system, 70% is passing. Now, do you want your pharmacist or your physician or your nurse to only know 70% of the material?
Yeah,
No.
of course not.
So we focus on competency, and that really makes a lot of sense. Either you know something or you don't. Either you can do it or you can't. And so our whole focus is on making sure that every single graduate has that level of competency. And so as part of that, we built this learning system around that. So including the competency-based learning, we have an aspect of this that revolves around learning assessment as learning. So when a student takes a test, they don't take it just in a vacuum and it's done. We go back and they have a peer review of the assessment. They get together and talk about the right answers and the wrong answers, and the faculty then come back and review all the right answers and the wrong answers. There's collaborative and active learning component, so it's not somebody just lecturing at you. It's a day where, you know, the students can be actively engaged in what they're learning and practice it as part of the classroom experience.
Yeah.
They take one class at a time, so they can really focus and master that material before they move on to something else. They get out in the community early with early experiential learning. And the last point is the classroom design itself. So the classroom is designed as a hexagon with the faculty in the center so that everybody can engage
in the round.
And it really helps to engage all the students in the learning process.
We have about 45 seconds left. I want to make sure people hear about this neighborhood health series. I mean, over the events you've had thus far, there's been a lot of meaningful moments. There's been laughter. There's been crying. Tell us what the event's about and how we can get involved.
Yeah, I think the exciting part about the neighborhood health series is that it really engages. It's not just somebody there lecturing at you. It's not just like the regular old lecture series that you see in a lot of colleges and universities. This is something that really engages the people that attend these programs. For example, we had a program about caring for your aging parents. And everybody knows today that more and more middle-aged folks are not only having to care for their kids, but their parents as well. And dealing with those stresses and those added components to now having a parent that may be ill and may not be as well as you like, and now you're the caretaker of your mom or your dad. So having that engaging conversation with an expert, we have over 500 faculty and staff that have expertise and are world-renowned researchers and the top healthcare professionals in their chosen disciplines, and they're there to provide that information and to help serve the neighborhood.
Awesome.
And you have an upcoming event at your Summerlin location. Tell us about that.
So we have one of the preeminent cancer researchers that's going to be talking about demystifying cancer, because it is, cancer is interesting. It's really a myriad of a bunch of different diseases. And so, we're going to use the expertise that we have at Roseman as part of our faculty to help educate the community about that.
Excellent. It's great having you there, and we're looking forward to seeing people at the event.
Yeah, and it's free.
Great.
Oh,
And there's food, maybe not as great as the Greek food, but
we should have started with that.
I know there's free cookies and stuff afterwards, so you can kind of get to know your neighbors and talk to the folks that presented.
Excellent.
Thanks for
It's great
sharing.
having you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Again,
Yeah.
you can call or go online to register for the Demystifying Cancer discussion. It's next week on Thursday, September 15th at 5:30 p.m. Free to attend, and there's food. It's taking place at Roseman University's Summerlin campus. The address is right there on your screen. Same for more information as well.